Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. The first thing I want to get into is what is going on with Jungkook and a BLACKPINK member over something that has constantly resurfaced, and I definitely wanted to talk about. A lot of blinks and armies have opinions on this clip, and I do as well. I also want to get into why people are protesting for BLACKPINK to be removed from WEVERSE, and honestly, I've had enough of this, and I wanted to speak about it. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in some of this stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into was Jungkook and of course Jennie. First of all, I think every member of BTS has been shipped with probably every member of BLACKPINK. I think this just comes with being two of the biggest K-pop acts, or maybe even two of the biggest acts in the world right now. People want to see them together, and they're both visually appealing groups and would no doubt make a huge power couple. Aside from that, a lot of people within the ship culture of BLACKPINK and BTS probably just want to see love. We as humans want to see people love each other. The ones sending death threats when BTS makes eye contact with girls are people who are jealous and selfish. And I'm not saying they're for sure dating, but if they were and you give death threats because they're not dating you, that is selfish. Now, for the longest time, people have shipped Jungkook and Jennie as well as Jungkook and Lisa, but we are going to focus on Jennie and Jungkook today. And Jungkook usually tends to ignore this stuff, and I think armies have posted in live stream chats Liz Cook, and Jungkook reads over it, or even Jen Cook. I don't know if he even knows what that means because I doubt he sits there and reads Liz Cook fanfic. But to be quite honest, I don't know if he knows what Liz Cook is, because the fandom likes to ship Jungkook with everyone, and this includes members from Red Velvet or whatever. So you would have to constantly keep up with that to show who he's being shipped with, and let's be honest, who else has no life and is like me that is able to keep up with this stuff? But there has been this clip that has resurfaced. This was a clip from 2 years ago at the Rose Bowl concert venue. This was one of the first times, and I don't know if they did another one since then. I can't keep track. BTS does a lot of shows, and this was their first stadium tour. And what happened was crazy. As you can imagine, with the amount of people at these stadiums, these moments will for sure occur. But anyway, this was during the Rose Bowl concert, and Jungkook was singing Make It Right. And Jungkook was approaching the end of the stage. It was protruding out, and it was pretty much walking into the crowd, as there would be people surrounding him. And this is important to note. But as he was walking out, fans began shouting Jennie at him, or what allegedly sounds like Jennie. Now, of course, these people were armies, because I highly doubt anyone who hates BTS is going to be able to go to these concerts, since they sell out in 0.2 seconds. So they're definitely armies for being there, but I guess they could have been blinks too. I can't post the clip, obviously, of the moment, but you can search it up. Just write in army shouting Jennie at Jungkook, or if I remember, I will link it below. If I don't, just remind me in the comments, I'll put it in there. But as he was getting closer, it seemed a lot of people were shouting this collectively, and at this point, the Jungkook and even BTS x BLACKPINK ships were big. They were very prominent at this point, and shouting a member's name wouldn't be by accident. But people had many theories. One of them ranging from what if the army was just calling their friend and their friend's name was Jennie, and to even theories like the crowd or the girl was shouting Jimin, which could be a reference to Jungkook, or simply the girl thought Jungkook was Jimin. Less likely, because as I mentioned before, you need to be a big fan to attend these concerts, as they sell out very quickly. So you need to be on top of BTS and know exactly when the tickets go on sale, etc. But Jungkook's reaction was what people went crazy over. He started covering his ears, acting shy, and then walking away. People assumed he was shy over the name Jennie and was trying to act like he did not hear it or was not listening. But my personal opinion is that if he had heard Jennie being shouted at him, he would not react, because he knows any reaction he makes is going to go viral once a BLACKPINK member's name is said. I've never been on a stage at that capacity, obviously. I've been in auditoriums for presentations. I've done mic checks for some upcoming singers at smaller venues. And for what I can tell on being on even those small stages is that you can see the people in the front row and recognize those faces, but you don't see everyone. It's obviously difficult to see the people in the back. But more notably, you definitely can't hear everyone. Everyone is screaming on top of each other, and it's probably just noise to Jungkook. Jungkook also had his earpiece in. They're called in-ears, and they basically allow the singer to hear instructions and their own voice. There will usually be a staff that counts in when the singer is supposed to start singing, and even count to when the chorus chorus will happen. Their own voice also includes other members' voices, so the singer knows when to come in and when it's their part. Quite honestly, I don't think they can hear the crowd. BTS does a great job at making it feel natural, but there are certain things that I hear or see that I'm like, BTS would need to literally be aliens or just not human to be able to do the things some people are claiming they can do. When we saw Jungkook covering his ears, my theory was he couldn't hear his earpiece because he was approaching the crowd. It got so loud, or simply it got so loud that's why he covered his ears. The song is still going on and he probably couldn't hear who was singing and what part they were on. Funny enough, this clip surfaces a lot, and a lot of Blinks and ARMYs try to hide this clip. But I think it's a fun and innocent clip and I really like it. I think even if Jungkook did hear, I mean, there's a possibility he may have just not wanted to entertain that further, because Blackpink is big and it will get media coverage. I don't think BTS or Jungkook hates Blackpink, or even at this point in their career want to continue to ignore or acknowledge them. I do believe Blackpink joining WEVERSE was a huge statement on their behalf and a big statement from the label. Recently, I think Blackpink has officially joined and started to get fans welcoming them. I was seeing a ton of ARMYs kind of requesting Blackpink to get off WEVERSE. Let me explain. So apparently there were a lot of Blinks that were posting welcoming messages of Blackpink on BTS WEVERSE page. So each artist, if you've never been on WEVERSE, has their own page, and you are only allowed to post things about that artist on that page. You want to make a BTS post, you don't have to go to Blackpink's page and make a post there. You do it on the BTS page. But for some reason, Blinks were posting on the BTS page. This is against guidelines, by the way, and is not allowed. And a lot of ARMYs were mad about this, understandably. People were reporting the post and trying to get Blackpink's post removed. For the most part, there hasn't been any BTS posts on Blackpink's page. I don't understand why there's Blackpink posts on the BTS page. I'm a fan of both groups, and it sucks to see internal problems like this, which is very much against the rules and just seems like a way to hurt the fandom. And what's funny, it just takes one person from each fandom to do something like this for people to get mad, in which case it'll never end, because you can't control millions of people, and one person out of the million is bound to be like, I want to stir the pot. I knew there was going to be drama when Blackpink joined, and now there's people requesting BTS to get their own page and something where fans can just interact with BTS and there's no other fandom. I understand this request, but when a site has many fandoms, it makes the interactions less fun. ARMYs can't fangirl over BTS without getting hate or other people trying to make them angry. However, if you do choose to support BTS, know that this is their platform. They're probably not going to make another. And if you want to support them, you have to support them on WEVERSE, because they seem to want WEVERSE to be the next prominent app in Korea or in the world. Bottom line is, they're going to make more money on the app when there's more artists. And they're not going to want to take away the biggest audience they have, which is ARMY, off the platform into another platform. So keep that in mind. And just like anything in any social media platform, things will change from how it was in the beginning. The beginning stages is usually the best because everything is free, but Big Hit is probably going to start trying to make even more money on WEVERSE, and even if they haven't already, they may have more ads on there, and even start adding ads to their free content. Again, expect this. If they don't do this, there will be no app or website. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright work getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. We currently do have TV show reactions, fan cafe reactions, any of that stuff over there on my Patreon. You can also request things you'd like to see over there, as well as a 10% deal that is going on over there as well. And we have a great time interacting with each other over there. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there on the front page. It's free to watch. That talks about how you can support this channel even more if you'd like to do that. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.